it down.
Yes guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm down at Dove Customs and I'm going to be installing a RIEGER diffuser for my car. I'm very excited because the exterior is now complete. Bearing in mind I have started on a few like power mods. I've obviously done the dyno, I've also installed the ITG air filter and the intake pipe from Williams Performance, so big shout out to him, and I'll obviously leave a little link in the top right. Don't know where this is, but I'll leave something there for you to watch that video. There are two ways of installing this. You can just pop the old one off, take the screws out the bottom and pop the new one on. However, the RIEGER diffuser, which I'll show you, has got some screws in the top, which means it is a bumper off job if you want to do it properly, unless you've got like no bones in your arms, you can just literally get in. But I've seen the pictures and whatnot, and it is quite tricky. So we're going to take the bumper off and then we'll get straight into the install. Let's get it. Okay, so I cannot come down to Dub without appreciating the lovely cars they have down here. We've got this lovely SLK here, in for some PPF work, as you know, so it's getting that paint protection film that's going to keep it from getting any stone chips on it. We've got this lovely 12C which is getting the full works. I believe it's getting a gloss white wrap, so I can't even tell you what color this car was before because the wrap has covered every single inch. But this car is absolutely stunning, to be very honest. I wasn't too sure about McLarens after hearing about all of that fire stuff, but if you see one in person, the steering, the interior, everything looks top notch. We've got a lovely Ferrari over here, and we've got this bad boy whip. This is like literally a little gangster whip. It's not in drug dealer spec, which is what I like, because like the rear lights you can actually see them. But yeah, like how it's sat, it just looks good, as they say. Look at it sat there, look at it. And without going into too much, we've got a lovely GTS over here. You can see the GTS looking good in black. We've got two little black cars there looking good, and we have this. Take your time and appreciate this. Let's just appreciate this because Greta's about, and she ain't gonna let us have this anymore. Greta's coming for us, guys. She's not gonna let us have fun. But look at this. Look at this color. Cool, mate. That's all I can say, mate. But yeah, customers are coming to collect their cars very shortly. Once that happens, we'll have a bit more space and I'll be able to pull mine in. I also believe we've got Zap.Shoots here. Let's see. Here he is. There's the guy. Zap.Shoots. This is the guy. So yes, guys, this is Connor. I don't know if I've had Connor on the channel before, but Connor smashes out photos like anyone's business. Top quality. Make sure you hit him up on Instagram. He is definitely the guy for photos, and he'll be doing some of mine. So if you follow me on Instagram, stay tuned for some of those. But yeah, top quality pictures. But yeah, as I said, Sean's going to move some cars around. Once that happens, we'll get mine in and we'll get straight into the install. Something I'm trying to do this year is called Stalker Cam. It's really perverted, but it's quite funny. Let's just see if we can do Stalker Cam on Connor. What is he doing? Alright, so here we have her. She's inside. As you can see, we have the RIEGER diffuser. I did do a little I did test the waters on Facebook by putting it on some of the groups that I'm a part of, and everyone was saying that the RIEGER one looks better, more stealthy. And there was a Maxon design one, nothing against Maxon, but it was just a bit too aftermarket for me, a bit too aggressive. But this one, the RIEGER one, big shout out firstly to ML Performance for supplying this. This was delivered next day, and I'd say check for yourself, because the price that this comes normally, ML's Performance beats it 10 times over. So definitely get in touch with ML Performance. They'll be able to sort you out with one. Instagram, Facebook, their website, it's all there. Marshall Lee, he's got loads of people that work for him, and he's just a great company, really quick. I've only opened this once, just now, just to see. And the instructions by RIEGER's decision are in German. Bearing in mind, I took German in school, bunked every single lesson, so I have no idea what this thing is telling me. I've got no idea. But luckily, as you can see, we have got some directions, some pictures, and it's fairly straightforward. It tells me that there are 2 stucks, 14 stucks, 2 stucks, 2 stucks, 2 stucks, and guess what? 2 stucks again. Wonderful. So as you can see here, the Bevor mit der Pro-Montage begun werden kann is saying that I've got to remove the diffuser, etc, etc. The Fogleiten, the Winkel, the Langloge, and the Circle. Okay, I give up. these are the bolts that come with it, and obviously as you can see we've got these two, don't know what the right term is, but they are going to sit against the bumper just to hold it on even more secure. But again, you'll see all of that in the install. We also, I don't know what this is, we also have this, wait, just shows us other parts that they do for different cars, Audi, Ford, Seat, you name it, it's all there. And then we have this is, oh nice, a calendar. So we've got this lovely calendar. I might put this up on the wall. I've got some, hey Jesus is Lord, what is this, what is this, I don't want it, open the shutter, hey. Okay, I am back. This is disgusting. Let me close this. I'm gonna pray for this thing. I'm gonna pray for those women. You are gallivanting and showing your body. Hey, where's the bin? Oh my days. Hey, oh, I can't even touch it. I need to go and cleanse my hands. I'm going to church tomorrow. Oh, I feel, hey, oh my days. Oh, that is disgusting. Bloody hell. Cool. Oh mate, feel better now. Alright, so what we have is 3 8mm screws here. So I've got a little electronic ratchet here. 3 on that side, and then there's one little plug that's like a little plastic plug that I need to use like either a pair of pliers just to like pull it out. I'll show you after anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna whiz off the 3 bolts on this side, on that side, and then we'll get to removing that little plug.
Wanna be the person that you call up when you're down. Wanna be the first who knows all of your deepest secrets. Can I be the one who wakes you up before you missed your ride? 'Cause I wanna be close to you, and I wanna show you something new.
Okay, so now I've taken out the 6 hex bolts. They were all 8mm. I'm now going to use this nice little trim tool. If you don't have one, better get one. I'm going to use this nice little trim tool here to remove the rivets that are in there. Again, we're going to use this to pull out the main bit, and then we'll pop the rest out by simply putting my hand on the inside of the bumper. This looks horrible what I'm doing right now, but yeah, put my fingers, 2 fingers on the inside and push it through while lifting it away. This is horrible. I'm never using my hands again.
That's what she said.
Every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me for that.
This is the little thing that was in, so this little bit here was flush before, so this was all the way in. All I did, I put this in here and I've prized it away. That's then allowed this little bit here to relax itself. So then simply I squeezed this bit together and pushed it through the top of the bumper. So again, this was level, pulled it away. Then I put my hand on the inside of the bumper, like I said, the 2 fingers, and I squeezed this, and then I've pushed it down through. That's how it worked. Gonna do the other one on the other side. Okay, so there, as you can see in my hands, we've got 2 slightly longer bolts and 1 shorter bolt. The two longer ones go along the side, so along the side there, and the single one just goes at the bottom over there. So 2 long ones on the side and 1 in there. There is a bolt holding the bumper to the wheel arch, to the arch of the car right there. I believe it's a Torx, so I'm going to try and get a Torx to remove it. Okay, so that has been removed. I hate those angles, same as on the front bumper. Whenever you're having to do anything that involves the bumper in the car, it's always going to be a little pain in the ass to get it, but it's worth it in the end because it's going to look wicked. Alright, so as you can see, we've removed the bolt that was in the wheel arch. It was a T20. We used a handheld driver to do it instead of electric because there's not much space. If you do want more space, and obviously jack up the car, then that will kind of give you a bit more leverage and a bit more space in the wheel arch, because obviously the car is a bit slammed, even though it hasn't got springs and spacers, which will be going on very shortly. But yeah, next bit on the other side. Okay, so I've loosened the side and I've loosened the other side, and it's not budging. So what I believe is that I'm going to have to remove the headlight, or maybe just slightly tilt the headlight. So I'm going to go in here, use a little 8mm hex, I believe, to remove that bolt, and then I can gently move the headlight around, and I should be able to see what sort of screw I need to remove to get it out. Because yeah, running into a little bit of a problem here. I'm trying to do it as quick as possible because I'm starving. Okie dokie, so as you can see, we've prized it away from number 1, number 2, number 3, and this is number 4. I don't know what you want to call them. You can call them something that rhymes with ricks, but they are little ricks to work with. And the same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, and then make sure you remove that tab there. Once you do that, make sure you've got your bumper ready to be dropped, so make sure you have something suitable on the floor, like so it doesn't get scratched. And then also, where my car does have the rear parking sensors, make sure you unclip them before you fully remove the bumper. If not, more money being spent. But yeah, let's remove it. Alright, so luckily for me, I had Sean here. The plugs for this, the ones in the middle, the ones that have got this joint wire, they're actually for the number plates, lights, as you can see here. They are a bit fiddly, but what Sean managed to do, he's popped them through the bottom, and then he worked, once it was at the bottom, he got it in a better position, than he was able to do it. So fairly straightforward. Obviously, if you watch this video, it makes it easier. But yeah, now that is done, let's just lift this bumper up and turn it on its front. You can now see what I've done. Screw, screw, rivet, screw. Same was on the other side. And now if we work from the top, you can see what we done here. We just removed these clips that were all lined up along here, and that was all very straightforward. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to remove the diffuser simply by working on these tabs. They're the usual type of tabs you see on cars. You literally want to press it in a certain direction and then push it through. You're going to work on them all the way around, as you can see, along the top and into the sides. And then we're also going to remove the reflector. Alright, so I probably had Lady Luck smiling down on me, because this was one of the most straightforward things to do. Let me just put it on top of these lovely instructions. It's very simple. This little bit here, this little piggy, it gets pushed in. So I don't know how well you can see it, but I can even do it with my thumb. Push that bit in, push that bit down, and then this bit just goes forward like that. Let me see if I can put my belly up against it and push it out. And there you go, done it with one hand. Push it out a bit more. There we go. And then I just need to remove it by pressing this bit slightly forward, and then on the underneath we get it coming out and push against it. There we go, come on, you know you want to. There we go, done. Simple. And I thought it was going to be tricky. Lovely jubbly, we love stuff like this. Yes, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to use this on the other side and get your 10mm nut, put that through, and then you'll get your brace. Your brace is going to go on that side, so this will be on the inside. Your brace will be on the front, and then you'll use your 10mm bolt here, and that will tighten down. However, when you tighten it down, it will be spinning, hence why you need the whole spanner on the other side. But yeah,
we will find that the world has changed, but we stay true to each other. I will always be there for you whenever you need my help.
Okay, so as you can see, we've got both the brackets again. They are nice and loose, so their screws on like tight enough, but brackets are nice and loose. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to show you this part, but definitely measure it up, so that way, as you can see on the diffuser itself, let me just go around. Oh, there we go. This is the bottom side of the diffuser, and you can see you've got 2 holes here, one and one over there as well. Let me just zoom in so you know I'm not chatting breeze. Those are the parts that are going to screw into it, and that's going to secure it from the underneath, so it's not rattling around and whatnot. But yeah, measure it up and then we'll move on. Okay, so as you can see here, I've fitted the brackets on nice and strong. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to get our diffuser and clip it into the bumper, and obviously that's where all of these little tiny screws come into play. All of these little ones here, if they weren't here, this would fall out, hence why they say take the bumper off the car, because it's a lot easier to screw these parts in. You'll see what I mean when I'm doing it. Let's get onto it. Okay, as I said, you can see here on the tab there, it's got a little bit of a raised bit, so that allows it to clip in. On the newer one, there's no tab, so it literally just slides in, and once it slides in, as you can see over here, then you got to use one of these little tiny screws that are over here to kind of get it to sit in. So you push it in all the way. Once that's pushed in all the way, then you're going to put the screw in just to trap it in. Yeah, nice and easy. Okay, I don't know how, but we still have some juice left in the battery, so let's crack on. As you can see here, I've put a screw in, and as you can see, the screw is working as a little holder, if you want to use that word, the same as on this side. I only put it in where there was holes on the actual diffuser. So I have got 2 screws that are left, and I don't really want to drill a hole here for no reason. I might do, I'm tempted to, but as you can see, that's how it's working. You have a hole in it, the screw goes through, that way it stops it from coming out. I have flipped it over and it does look absolutely amazing. But yeah, along the middle here, you can see we've done them all along the middle. But yeah, I'm not too sure about the Maxton one, whether the Maxton one's the same, whether it actually just clips in. If it does clip in, it'll be a lot easier than this, because obviously this doesn't, hence why it's got more bolts and whatnot. But yeah, we've put screws in all where needed. There was no point going all the way in, and then on some areas I actually couldn't go all the way in. But yeah, okay, so we will have the reveal very shortly, but as you can see, we've got the fog lights back in. These clips on the bumper, on the new diffuser rather, don't work, so obviously they've come with 2 screws, and again 2 screws here, 2 screws on the reflector itself, which was transferred over, and it's a good one. So now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to line it all up. I have popped my number plate lights back in the top there. I don't know how well you can see. Number plate there, the lights. So now we're going to line it up, plug everything back in, and then we're going to secure it to the underside over there. We're going to use 2 of these silver tabs, which are going to go on this side off the bumper, so that way when I put the screw through the bottom, it's going to grip onto it. But we're obviously going to make sure that these are seated on the metal bit, so again it's pulling it in. Let's get to that.
I don't ever wanna be apart. You gotta know, every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me.
Okay, so as you can see, it has been fitted. I've got obviously Sean down here at Dove Customs. He's going to continue the stripe that we've done on the side. So if you've watched some of the videos, last time I come down here, Sean gave me some tips on how to fit and stuff like that, and he also cut them for me. So I obviously did the splitter and the side skirt. I added that nice ferret grey colour to match it, just to break up the black a bit. And when we did that, we obviously made some extra, so those are all going to get done now. But I'm super happy with how it looks. If I compare it to this one, you can see the grey one, it just didn't make sense. And now the car is all like obviously sorted, all blacked out there, you can just see how bad it would have looked. Those of you that own the car, you know exactly what I mean. It just doesn't make sense. And again, I've mentioned this in another video, but I would have thought if this is going to be like the top range of the 1 Series, they would have had an option to have it body coloured and not this horrible grey, whatever colour it is. So yeah, that's all been done. As you can see, the reflectors have been sorted as well. They definitely reflect light, and even you can see the red one reflecting there in front of Sean. So it's all good. So Sean's going to put the stripes on, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the video here. I will have some B-roll overlaying as I'm talking now, because I'll take some shots in the morning. But yeah, like literally, the exterior is now complete, and it's obviously been a long time coming. People might have been a bit fed up with, oh yeah, he's always doing this, he's always doing that. But now we can move on to the more entertaining mods, such as handling, power, and I don't know what the third thing is. Handling, power, and there was something else. Never mind. But yeah, power, handling mods, you name it, track days, it's all going to be coming now. But yes guys, as usual, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed, subscribe and hit the notification button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.
So put your hand in